All right, live today on Cadillac Talk, we got coming from North London, Tottenham.
If you don't know about magic, yeah, get to know the realest.
We're in Peckham. Black Man the Traveller.
Listen.
Well, go on. Welcome to Tottenham.
You don't know magic, Jay, then you don't know magic.
You're going all over the UK, all over the world, and you're killing it. And I'm really proud of you.
Yes, guys, what's going on? It's Magic J here.
All over the place. I'm talking about tea and crumpets. If you have not heard, Magic J is on the show. Salute to you, Magic J. Salute to you, man.
What's going on?
Yes, sir, man. How's everything doing, brother?
I'm okay, man. I'm okay. Like, you know, been editing videos, in and out of sleep pattern just messed up. But you know how it is when you're on the grind, right?
Oh, when you're on the grind, man. So as I'm speaking of grind, man, that's why I want to say thank you for coming on the show. Cause I know you're very busy, man.
No doubt.
You got a lot of things going on, and we got a lot of stuff to get into. But I want to start off, right? For those that don't know, we're gonna bring it back to the old school. All right.
Yes, sir.
From North London, man. What was the era like? What was the vibes like coming up? Was there any street legends, street stories? What was the vibe?
Yeah, do you know what? In North London, you see, North London for me, you know, it's a melting pot. It's a Dutchy pot, as what we have in Jamaica. A Dutchy pot full of different ethnicities. Obviously, you know, coming from the Windrush generation, which is my grandparents, you know, coming over here in the 50s, early 60s, you know, obviously, you know, the usual thing, no blacks, no dogs, no Irish, you know, so that was the thing. They were just coming over here just to rebuild the United Kingdom. You got what I'm saying? As you know, you're Canadian, so you know, Canada's got that connection with the UK.
Exactly.
I know that you lot's bills has got the Queen on it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just to rebuild the country and to redevelop the country, really. But at the same time, for me, for my generation, as I'm a second generation, because my mum was born here first, I was born here after. My mum's from north of England, in a city called Leeds. You know, Londoners will look at them as country people. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, I was born in the UK, in London. I mean, you know, my siblings was born in London. What's it called? Various of my cousins was born in London, because so it's my mum, two of my aunts, what basically lives in London, who is from Leeds.
And this is the legendary Snow, and if anyone, councilman, anybody tries to touch this, there's gonna be a petition going around in the hood.
You know, but over the years, you know, it was like the highly influence of, you know, dancehall music, you know, then, you know, drum and bass, hip hop, R&B, you know, the back in the days, even culture-wise, when it comes to clothing, you know, everything was mostly the Caribbean culture, the Jamaican culture, as in, like, you know, wearing string vests and wearing what's it called in the summertime, like, you know, getting t-shirts, and my mum used to cut up the t-shirts and stuff like that, and, you know, put little slits on it, and that's a Jamaican thing. Now, when you look at these big branded companies like Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton, and whoever else, they're doing that and de-stressing, you know, the hats and stuff like that. They're doing that now, but that was done back in the 90s.
Right.
Back in the 90s, you know what I mean? And because I know you live in Canada, like, you know, I know that there's a big Jamaican and Caribbean community there.
Yes,
you know, so you should know, like, probably back in the 90s, like, you know, the dress sense, like clothing, like we call it click suits, because when you used to put it on, you used to click the buttons together. For the tops, and then you got the matching pants with it. Yeah, then you got the matching pants with it, and it's like you probably wear Clarks.
Clarks,
We wear Clarks or something like that, or sometimes some people used to wear their kickers. You get what I'm saying, or something. But like, you know, that was the style and the fashion. You know, in my community, you know, if you're not playing football, which over here, in America or whatever they might call it, soccer.
Correct.
You're probably doing music or sound or something,
Right.
but my influences or growing up in Tottenham was good. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. You probably had one or two people who might have been racist, but that couldn't happen in our community.
Okay,
But
we are in Tottenham, which is a town in North London within the London borough of Haringey. Tottenham was renowned for its multicultural, ethnically diverse population, following an influx of an Afro-Caribbean population during the Windrush era in the mid-20th century. It became one of the most ethnically diverse areas in Britain.
But Tottenham is a cool place. I tell people, when people say to me, like especially like females say, "Oh, you're from North London, you're from Tottenham," and stuff like that, and that's a bad area. And I said, well, everywhere's a bad area. Don't judge. You know what I'm saying? Just like, for example, when I went to New York for the first time and I stayed in the Bronx, my stepdad said the same thing. Bronx is ghetto. Be careful. But I was like, I was out at 4 a.m. coming back from a party. Going to the say to myself, you know what? I feel hungry, man. Let me go to the bodega store up the block.
Somebody, yeah.
Get something to eat for like a little quick $5. So in the end of the day, it's how you carry yourself in the community. But coming up to now, 2025, 2026, the whole of London, not just my community, of Tottenham, Haringey Borough, is getting highly gentrified. You know what I mean? So obviously they're knocking down old buildings, building up new buildings, and all the buildings are like this next to each other, and you're walking in between them, and it's like it just feels claustrophobic and congested. But
we are rebels.
We are vibrant. We welcome. We connect.
We are open.
We are Haringey.
But apart from that, see Tottenham's got his badness. There's people from Tottenham who does their badness. You know what I mean? There's people who turned into crews, like done rapping, like say big up to North Star, big up to C1, big up to China, big up to
I've come too far to turn around. Can't look back, I need to turn my life around. I need to learn my life is loud. Take it down the foul and make my wife be proud.
Big up to Young Spray. Young Spray is you probably might have seen him on YouTube before. He's got his podcast, what he does. And got North Star. You got so much different little crews from all over. You know what I mean? From my side, where I'm from, South Tottenham, my block is Edgecote. Then next to Edgecote is Idar. Then from Idar there's Tiverton. You know what I mean?
Right now we are in the legendary Tiverton Estate N15, where the legend himself, Rectory 2, was born and raised.
You know what I mean? And then in between, down the road from us, we got the biggest council estate in our area, which is Broadwater Farm Estate, and everyone knows Broadwater Farm Estate for the 1985 riots, for when they unalived the lady called Cynthia Jarrett, which is my mom's cousin.
Yeah.
Fires are still burning in Brixton in South London after an evening of rioting. It began as a demonstration of anger after police had shot and seriously wounded a woman while searching her house. Then a crowd attacked the police station and gangs of youths began burning and looting buildings. 31 policemen and 5 civilians have been hurt. Mike Mackay has been at Brixton all evening.
This was the corner of Brixton Road and Loughborough Road 5 hours after trouble began outside the local police station. Petrol bombs rained down as riot squad police held the line behind their shields. Similar scenes were occurring all round Brixton as the disturbances spread in all directions from the Brixton police station. Fire and ambulance services trying to enter the area found many streets blocked off. At the corner of Cold Harbour Lane, a 4-storey building collapsed after being set alight by petrol bombs. The top 3 stories were flats over a furniture shop, but they were thought to be unoccupied.
Yeah, which is my mum's cousin. So everyone knows about that story about Simply Jerry, but she never lived directly in the farm. She lived on, like, say for example, the farm is here, right? She lived like the road next to it. You get what I'm saying? Right. But it's just everyone calls that whole area Broadwater Farm. You know what I mean? So the thing now is like that area, it was known for that, and that area, you know, big up to Clashford Sterling. You know, he done so much things for that community, building a community center what's got a gymnasium in there. We can go in and get your muscle man on, and they got a sports center where you can play indoor basketball, football. You could do any sort of martial arts or whatever. You could use it for a different. It's like a proper gymnasium.
Yeah,
only thing it doesn't have is a swimming pool. You know what I mean?
Iconic, legendary Tottenham police station or Fed station. And if you want to know something about this place, in 2011 we had the riots were started here because of the killing and the death of my brother Mark Duggan on the 11th of, oh, I should say the week before the 11th of August 2011. That's the place.
You get them, I'll get these guys. Mate, they need backup. Are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, but at the same time, you know, everywhere's got their badness, but it's how you carry yourself. If you're walking around acting bad, people are going to test you. And it's just the same thing like where you probably are in Toronto or Montreal, whatever. Like if you're walking around and you're moving, you're acting bad, or you're dressing like a certain roadman, people are going to test you.
Right.
If you're keeping yourself to yourself and you're going about your business, people's not going to test you.
Right.
But, you know, Tottenham's cool, man. Tottenham's cool.
I mean, it's like that in Toronto too. Like if you go somewhere you're not supposed to be and you act out, I mean, something's gonna. I mean, that's a whole different story, right? But if you come with humble and you respect who you're around, you shouldn't have a problem, right? You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
How did you get started? Like, what was your? I know your influences. Like back in those times, a lot of Jamaican culture going around, right? A lot of dancehall, a lot of reggae, right? I know there's a difference between dancehall. I think you said it one time. Dancehall and what was the word you used? Bashment.
Bashment.
Is there a difference?
Bashment was just a phase. Like Bashment was like because Beanie Man done a song, and he said something about Bashment in there. And a couple people in their songs said, Bashment in it. But Bashment was, to me, it was just a phase. You know what I mean? It's just like, for example, you know, the different verifications of hip hop music. You know, obviously, you know, you got you know, from the early days, they call it rap, and then it switched. Well, it was rap music. They're rapping, but in between that, they will still say hip hop. They will say, "What are you playing? What's this hippity hoppity music or whatever?" Right. So it's just like the different verifications of it, and it's like even now you got drill rap. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You got trap. You get what I'm saying? So it's just a different verification, and it's depending on how long it lasts for. It's like, for example, you know, people could probably say trap is non-existent anymore. No one really does it anymore because it's just all underneath one genre. People could say, okay, drill rap is more prominent than trap now, and the only reason why is because the drill was more for the youngest.
For the youngest, the young ones.
But at the same time, dancehall has always been there from the early days, but yeah, but even with me, like, you know, my stuff started back, you know, counting back now, and I have to big up to my mum, you know, because my mum used to look, my mum and my godmother, you know, my godmother Muna, they used to look after, you know, reggae artists like Steel Pulse, Mighty Diamonds, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? When they came up to Leeds, and bring them to my grand's house, and my grand, you know, old schoolers, who are you? Get me? 'Cause she don't know that generation, and explaining, and then cooking food, and then, you know, they're staying in the yard and so forth, and then going to rehearsals and whatnot. So I didn't even know until this year that my mum and my godmother was doing basically as what we would call, PR work.
PR, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You know, so I didn't even know, and that is basically my foundations. And obviously my uncle, rest his soul, my uncle Asher, who had a sound system named Destiny Sound.
Right.
He's great friends with Maxi Priest. Maxi Priest's son is got a child with my uncle's daughter. You get what I'm saying? So that's how connected we are. You get what I'm saying? So
we'd play the B-sides of the records, and we would just sing whatever came into our heads and create a vibe, you know, and DJing and even rapping and all that on the sound system, you know.
Yeah, then years later, a few years later, me and my cousin landed a radio show on a station called SLR Radio. You know, so sad that the owner recently passed away. I think passed away just before Christmas or something like that. You know what I mean? It's called what's it called? DJ Cowboy. And the thing about it with DJ Cowboy, which I'll go on to the 2011, 2012 riots, is that that's Mark Duggan's father-in-law.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Granting the area its own ethnic radio service, the first legal station of its kind in an area where pirates now rule the airwaves. Gitta Hutton reports.
For years, pirate radio stations have been storming the capital's airwaves, broadcasting illegally to provide a service for ethnic minority groups. But with today's announcement, it looks as though the tables are being turned. Patrick Berry and his group of entrepreneurs believe their station, South London Radio, will force the local rogue operators to move over.
As soon as the new stations get on the air and do provide a better form of programming technically and a more entertaining program, more consistent programming, then I think listeners will move away from the pirates, and the pirates may find that there's no audience for them.
The new station, to be based in Brixton, will cost the group around £350,000. It'll broadcast a mix of news and information for South London's Afro-Caribbeans. Their biggest problem, finding premises large enough for a studio, but they're sure they'll provide just what people in South London are looking for.
Do you think there is a real community need here for the sort of radio that you'll be actually able to produce?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's been proven, the fact that there are so many pirates in the area, and the fact that for a long time many people have been campaigning for a station for the South London area.
The franchise was hotly contested. South London Radio beat 5 other applicants to run a minority station on FM in this area. Some locals were overjoyed at the news.
Yeah, I'm so happy. Oh, man, you know so well.
Some weren't.
Why don't you make it mixed and all round for everybody?
Oh, yeah. So he gave me and my cousin our first opportunity on radio, but it wasn't like that. He was like, I was just answering the cell phones, like, you know, my cousin's show was called the Mastermind Show or something like that. I was like Magical J, the Mastermind Show, you know, how can I help? And taking out dedications and requests.
This is the Reggae Factor.
This is Brother Dougie from SLR, bigging up Reggae Factor. Make sure you log into Reggae Factor, who is very globally around the globe, who are a big supporter of SLR. Find your voice. Find your voice.
Then our good friend called Chris J, saw us randomly one morning. We was driving back from DJing at one club, and all we just wanted to do is just go to the bagel shop. We was just like, yo, like, you know, I'm fed up of the McDonald's and, you know, Burger King and KFC or whatever. Let's go get a nice little what they call bagel, you know what I mean? Nothing too heavy. A couple of bagels, and then we saw Chris J, and Chris J said, yo,
my name is Magic J from GiddyVibes.com, GiddyVibes.tv, and AfroBeatBuzz.com. I'm here with the wonderful, the man himself, you know, he taught you about the ting. He's teaching you about every single thing, Regina, and everything like that. So, do you know what? I got my brother here, Mr. Atompan. He's just relaxed, man. It's like he just drank a big brew.
You get up Heat FM 96.6, and Heat FM for Tottenham or for North London was like a station called, you probably might even researched it before or seen it before, Deja Vu for East London. And Deja Vu for East London had all the legendary grime MCs.
Concert Afrobeat, Ritimo. Who's in there? Maybe Afrobeat, maybe Ritimo. We saw Afrobeat earlier on. So let's knock. Oh, scene. It's Ritimo and his guitarist. How you doing? I'm fine. You? Looking all Afro-y, I like that. The guitar, that's good. We got Ritimo Soul. Oh wow. See this guy? We don't call him Ritimo no more. We call him Mr. Encore.
It's still Ritimo, man. It's still Ritimo. No. What's good, man?
I'm cool. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Always a pleasure to see you guys, man. Always a pleasure. Covering everything on the planet, man. Giddy vibes everywhere.
Afro beats, man. Explain to me how you got started,
what it means to you, because you've been around a lot of great artists, you've interviewed a lot of great artists, right? You've been at a lot of great shows. So how did that happen?
And it's so funny. You're Ghanaian.
Exactly.
You're Ghanaian. So by rights, I should have learned tree or one of the other languages for a long time. only thing I know is Chale and a Kwaba. so I should have learned that from a long time. No, but
hey, you know doing? It's me, Magic J for Afrobeat Buzz and Magic J show. I'm outside with the man himself, with David. Outside this big tour bus, man. Like, you know, so big. I can't even fit in there myself because I'm big. You get what I'm saying? So how you been, brother? Is it like, you seem like you love my town.
Yeah, I've been good, man. Last time we spoke was at the press conference.
Yeah.
And as the show, man, showtime. Tour starts today. Next 5 days.
No, but you know what it is? African music has always been around me, you know, because downstairs from the flat that I lived, the Masonite flat that I grew up in, there was a Nigerian family was been living there from like probably the early 90s. I think them and my mum is the only longest people who lived in that little section, that little block. The longest people who's lived there. I was hearing them play all sorts of African music from day one. And because I was going to Rasta school as well, like, you know, called RUZ, you know, RUZ, like, they used to talk about Africa, you know, gathering Africa is not the real name. It's called Alki Bolon, you know, Mother of Mankind, Garden of Eden.
Cue the clock. It's time for a quick history lesson. Picture this, a land rich in culture, heritage, and civilization. Welcome to Alkebulan, the ancient name for Africa. Rewind to the dawn of civilization. Africa was known not as Africa, but Alkebulan, a term of deep historical significance. This title, bestowed and used by the Kemetic people, the Nubians, and the Karthadans, translates to Mother of Mankind, or Garden of Eden. Alkebulan was a beacon of knowledge, a hub of trade, the cradle of humanity. It was a land of pharaohs, pyramids, and great Zimbabwe long before colonization painted it with a different brush. From the sands of time, Alkebulan whispers tales of glory, resilience, and wisdom. A legacy, a history, a story waiting to be told. So next time you think of Africa, remember, its roots run deep into Alkebulan.
Right? They they was playing certain, you know, bongo drums, you know, different types of drums. The bongo drums are different type of drums, and you know the talking drum.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? You
yeah.
know, the talking. You know what I'm saying? See, you know, I'm gonna. You get me? So from then I was like, raw, and they always talk about Africa. You get me? Not just so-called Haile Selassie, which his name is Rastafari. They will talk
Rastafari,
about all
yeah.
the kings and emperors and empresses of Africa. And then because of my neighbor playing African music, I was like, huh? But it wasn't until like I turned a teenager and I was ended up dating different girls who are Ghanaian,
Right.
Nigerian, you know, Cameroonian, Congolese, Ugandan, Angolan, and stuff like that. That go into their houses, or for example, them coming to me. And
Right.
then remember back then, you just, you know, got the old school cell phones, and then they'll have like a handful of music on the phone, and I'll be like, "What's that you're playing?" And
Right,
then
right.
you get the phone now, you grab the wire, put it in the phone, put it into your laptop, and obviously you got the original wire where it goes in. Because remember back then we never had the Type C, we had the normal one,
The
right?
normal ones. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I used to just take out their music folders. I used to drag their music folders onto my laptop, and I'm back. You know, I had a big ass laptop back then. You
Yeah.
know, and yeah, I used to take out the files from there, and then that's when it started. Me listening to girls that I used to link, I used to date and stuff. So I was hearing like the Jojo music, the Apella music, the, you know what I mean, the Fuji music and stuff like that, and the Afro beat, when it was Afro beat, not beats. You know what I mean?
All
And
right, so Jay, now I know
yes,
like
sir.
Afro beats, right? You know, you
Yeah,
work on a lot of artists and you done a lot of PR work, right? So
yeah.
take me a walk through that. Like, are you managing any artists at the moment? Like, how does that work in that part of the business?
Management, I do represent a couple people still. Big up to my brother who's a Nigerian artist called Tuale. Previous
Tuale.
name was called Paul H, but
Okay.
we changed his name to Tuale because
Wale. Okay.
in his when he does his little slangs and stuff like that, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? You know, he says never too late, too are late, something like
Okay.
that. So
Okay.
we ended up changing the name just to make it sound good, because cool is such a common word.
Common
You get what
word,
I'm saying?
right? Yeah. Yeah.
It's such a common word, and you know, we had it as COLL, then he changed it to KULH, you know,
Mm.
cool H, because he's Nigerian, he's a Muslim, his name's called Haki. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying? So from that we changed it as Tuale, because Tuale just sounded more common, it sounded
Right.
more vibrant.
And then, so like we see, like after COVID, right? 'Cause I seen you did a
Yeah,
lot of stuff and turn independently out of radio, right? So
yeah.
I wanna touch on something because I didn't know it was a big culture out there. Wrestling, right? You got I gotta touch on it, man. The what's it
No,
called
no,
superpowers?
the mega powers. No,
The
you
mega
have
powers.
to come in with the handshake. You have to come in with the handshake. You have to come in through the screw. The mega powers. This is a remarkable collaboration. This guy we've been watching from the Attitude Era. This brother, you know, he's the reclaimed sexual chocolate, the king of the jungle, the silverback, the world's strongest man, the one and only Mark freaking Henry.
Two mega powers meeting here tonight.
The mega powers, brother. The mega, yeah, the mega powers, yeah. Mega powers, yeah.
So like, yeah, the mega powers, like it was, you know, it was we went to a SummerSlam watch along show
Okay.
in the city of London. And when we went to that show, I just had that epiphany. I said, when we left, he was walking back to his car, and he dropped me like halfway home.
Yeah.
And I said to him, bro, I said to him the next day, I WhatsApped him the next day. No, I called him. I think I WhatsApped him and called him. I said,
Yeah.
bro, why don't we start something?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you're always bouncing on different people's podcasts and
Yeah.
whatnot. You know what I mean? Why don't we start something?
And Scandoos, what do we do on every episode when we're introducing a guest? Because this is not just a normal guest. This is a ultimate guest.
The Mega Power handshake. Let's get it in.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That was the world's strongest Mega Power handshake.
And he said, yeah, why not? And then we was brainstorming names. We was brainstorming different names. The names didn't sit well. And I said, bro, what about the Mega Powers?
Yeah.
You get me? That's when Hulk Hogan and Macho Man was
Macho
a tag
Man.
team for 1 year. That was like 89, 90. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Then they had that big falling out, you know, because, you know, had that big falling out and that fight, and Miss Elizabeth was in between both of them. Yeah.
You know,
So
I appreciate you, man. I just want to let you know that, you know, I was telling y'all before we started that, you know, I value what y'all are doing and who you are. I don't like the name, but you know, no, I'm joking about that, man. I mean, I grew up a Hulk Hogan fan. Randy Savage was always nice to me. I never heard nobody say a bad thing about him other than the fact that Randy was very particular of who he worked with and how he worked with them.
So our whole theme was not really Hulk Hogan, but the voice of Macho Man, because Macho Man's voice was the prominent one. His voice was better than Hulk Hogan's.
Oh yeah,
Hulk
Macho
Hogan's
Man.
was-
Yeah.
I'm talking about all the way to the top, yeah. Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in, but the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah. Macho Madness, yes.
Yeah, the Mega Powers, like, we started it off like as an introduction of me and him talking about how we first got into wrestling, you know, and stuff like that. And then from there it's just progress. And then we started inviting friends who's in the wrestling industry that Scandoos knows.
Right.
And then later on we ended up interviewing the world's strongest man.
Oh, Mark Henry?
Yeah. Mr. Sexual Chocolate himself.
I work with the best of the best throughout history, and I hate that I was 5 years late of working with Randy and Hogan and all of them guys. As much as, you know, Hogan has had his issues, like, I never really had no problem with him. You know, I didn't even know that there was a problem. He always was respectful to me. He always said, damn, I wish I could have worked with you.
Mark Henry. Yeah, so we ended up interviewing him, and then see Mark. He's Uncle Mark right now.
Yeah.
He knows it. I call him Uncle Mark, and we got to meet him, sit down with him, and he introduced us to a couple other wrestlers. We got some videos coming out very soon. So definitely tap into the Mega Powers TV. You know, we got some great interviews coming very soon. You know, with Bobby Lashley, Ricochet. You know what I mean, and a couple other guys who's in AEW, All Elite Wrestling.
I'm telling you, one of the guys that's the future of black wrestling is from where y'all from England. Leon Slater is going to be the next Booker T.
Wow.
He's going to be the next great black wrestler. Watch. I've never been wrong. I ain't never been wrong.
That's true. That's true.
You know why? You know why I know he's going to be great? Because he's willing to call me and ask me for advice.
Oh, wow.
When people can humble themselves and go, what do you think? Because they don't know it all. He knows what he don't know. Number one. And then number two, he is the most talented motherfucker in wrestling.
I want to touch into the awesome foodies, man. All right. I gotta know what inspired you to want to take on, like, you know, the industry of food and cuisine and tasting fine foods.
I've always been a food lover, you know what I'm saying, to taste the different cuisines and stuff. You know, obviously the only thing I don't eat is pig, you know.
Yeah.
because it's forbidden, because Rastafarians don't eat it. That's
with my good friend Yen Nada, who is a travel influencer.
Spices. I feel like mine is true Somalia.
Bismillah.
Bismillah.
Bismillah. You probably think it's fish splitters because you can see the peppers and the main event.
Some sukar.
What did we actually have today?
We had in Somali bris and hilir, means rice and meat, different meat. We had the cubed one, we had the big one that you saw, and then some chicken on the side, and and then you had the musa that has meat inside, spicy, non-spicy, just Somali starter and Somali food. So, yeah.
We're ending it off with.
And now we're ending it with Somali tea.
But when it comes to it now, is like how I really got into it. Yeah, I got a friend called Robbie Thompson. Shout out to my friend called Robbie Thompson. I met Robbie Thompson because he's got a shoe line, right, called Zach Footwear. Zach spelled with a H and ZACH Footwear, and basically he used to do food content and travel content back in the days, and he stopped that to do what do you call it? Food. He stopped that to do sneakers and high fashion.
Right.
Yo, guys, as you know, I'm a bit of a hungry belly picnic. Yes, I know, I'm hungry. I got a big belly, yes. And what? I went down there to Edmonton Green to this brand new restaurant. Oh, okay, it's been there for about a couple years now, called Bim's. And I'm telling you, the food was slapping. I had a chicken burger, a double fish burger, some chicken tenders, fries, and also apple pie. And I had everything. Go down there, check it out. It's better than McDonald's, they say.
Right.
So during the last Euros, when England was in Germany, he decided to do some food stuff out there, and that actually blew him because he was trying out different German food. When he was trying out different German food, he's putting it on his TikTok page, and then from there, or putting it on his TikTok page, I think is our the Sun paper, which is one of our national newspapers over here, must have highlighted him on their website, and I think on their website, and then he started doing vlogs from there.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Magic J right here in my home, in my town, Tottenham, Haringey, North London, N17. We are at Oodles, Oodles Walk, in my hometown, they got 50 stores, plus also they got one in Canada, and also they got one in Dubai. So those of you who want to go to those stores, if you're in Dubai, go Dubai. If you're in Canada, please go Canada.
He was in a pub and we was talking, and then he said to me, you should just do your own thing, bro, because you're really good and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I haven't been consistent as I should be consistent, but I am tapped in with a few people, and when I did start it, I was thinking about names to use for my podcast.
The podcast.
So I said, let me continue the awesome thing.
Right, the brand, yeah.
Hey, my awesome foodies, it's Magic J. I went down there to my mate's restaurant in the heart of Tottenham. It's called Bruce Burgers, situated at 93 Bruce Grove, London, N17 6UZ. As you see, I had amazing sweet potato fries with a fish burger and also the speciality pizza burger. My cousins had burgers and also they had the mix hot wings and all sorts. So make sure you go down there in Tottenham, Bruce Burgers.
Tea and crumpets.
Yeah.
Let's get into some tea and crumpet talk, man. Look, I remember when I first saw a tea and crumpet episode, man.
Coming through here, this was
you could cut through.
Cut through and walk that way.
Even when police used to check that man, because zoop, Tiverton just over there, we climb over to get to Tiverton. There's a little peach for this cut through.
Imagine that he's crossing over just to see Rex 3-2.
I was really like intrigued by the authenticity, right?
Right.
How did that come about? With you ending up like hosting on the show? How did that come about?
You know what? Big up to my brother Karim. he is the brains behind everything. You know, Gary, it's not really like a pinky and the brain thing, but he's the brains behind everything. Who started it? He started it like, you know, during the whole COVID-19 pandemic. This was like over 5 years now. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And basically, he started it as like a drive along, ride along, and walk along through different blocks and different boroughs. And
Right.
then the next phase, the first actual video on the channel, if I'm right, was with Shocker, a rapper called Shocker, who raps and he MCs like Grime MC.
What's going on, my people? Shocker here. If you don't know who I am, I'm an artist, and I'm going to take you on a history lesson for you. This iconic, this legendary, this flipping, bruv, epic place called Broadwater Farm. Let's go. There's 12 blocks on this estate. It's a shame that I can't name all of them. I think I remember about 6 of them. This block's iconic though. I used to always be in this block.
With Shocker, and he took him around Broadwater Farm Estate. And then the next videos was like Justo took him around South Kilburn.
Yo, it's your boy Justo from South Killy. Right now you're on my block. I'm gonna take you through the block, show you where I grew up and everything, yeah? Roll with me. We're on Marvin Road. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on this block right here.
So basically it was like from a walking, driving to riding a mountain bike through blocks to the camera being in your face, you talking and taking us around, and then the elevation of that was the next step was to get a host. So how I came into contact with him is I saw the videos on Shocker and Double S. Double S is another MC who Shocker was in a group with called Marvels.
Well, go on, Double S, also known as Father Leave Me. Get me? Just gonna take you on a little tour around Northumberland Park where man grew up, you know. Tea and crumpets.
Okay. And I saw both of the videos and I was like, yo, they're my youngers. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? They're my youngers, they're my young OGs. Like, you know, and me and he was talking at DM and I said, oh, have you ever thought to take this from that into the hosting thing, like you know, having a presenter? So we exchanged numbers, we spoke, we had the same type of, you know, emphasis and synergy about the company, about the brand. I understood from the get-go why he called it Tea and Crumpets. For those who doesn't know what Tea and Crumpets stands for, basically a lot of Americans, is mostly prominent from Americans, not Canadians.
Right.
But a lot of Americans, you know, like to call us posh. Like saying, "Oh, British people are posh."
Right.
You know,
Okay.
What you don't do is drink tea with your pinky finger up in the air.
What do you guys think of when you think of tea?
You have to do how do the British people do it?
Like this.
Do we do the pinky thing? Yes, come on.
The pinky thing? Come on. Yeah, I mean, it's not required.
And eat crumpets. You know, they don't, and a lot of people think that we're posh. A lot of people think that we speak like Jeffrey from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, with a poshy sound, but they don't realize that, yo, we're gang out here.
And this week's Super Lotto numbers are 16, 22, 3,
Oh my.
41,
Yes! Yes!
12,
Yes! Please, God! 15! 15, please!
and the last number for the $26 million jackpot, 15.
I'm rich! I'm rich! I'm rich! I'm rich!
Did someone say rich?
Because listen, I knew after, like, I binge watched a bunch of episodes in the beginning, right? And
What's your favorite?
Man, it was the one where, oh man, okay, he was telling the story of a guy jumping from a building with a parachute.
Peckham, the Peckham video. Flutes, Peckham.
Bro, that episode had me like, what the heck goes on in London?
Yeah. Like we showed a clip and it was a bit dark.
Like, if you don't know this block, this is the block where that he jumped down from the
13th floor.
What, he just jumped and
he jumped? No. He jumped down. He had a parachute.
What?
Like in Peckham on some GTA shit.
What?
Like, bro, he jumped from the top of the block and landed safely, fam.
Wow.
I don't know how he did it, but big up my man, innit? He did a mad thing still. But yeah, man.
Yo, what do you think, he's Spider-Man or something?
Bro, if that went left, that would have been mad, car.
Class.
My cousin lives in this block, innit? And his cat, dropped from the top floor, bro. It's not here no more, innit?
No 9 lives.
Yeah, so, and them man land on their feet, innit? So, boy, like, if my man flopped, he would have been not here no more. But, yeah, big up that block, man.
That was crazy. That was my favorite episode, because that was crazy, man. I would not expect them some GTA shit, man. Somebody jump off the building, the balcony with a parachute, man.
Yeah.
That's kind of wild stuff that happens.
You get some weird individuals in different communities, man, doing some just want to do some adventurous stuff. That's what it is. It's just people who want to do adventurous stuff. You know what I mean? You know, I wouldn't do something like I don't like heights like that. I don't even like walking over a cross bridge.
Yeah.
You know those bridges where you cross over and you see the cars going. No, I don't even like that.
It's a mad situation. Some girl wanted a refund. Yeah, I don't know what type of fake hair she was buying, but she wanted a refund. On the sign they said no refund. She started wilding out. Clapped the man in his face. Then all of a sudden, big fight broke out as she turned over the place, and this store right behind me was closed for months. Like 6 months to a year?
This week, an assault in a Peckham hair store went viral on social media and sparked significant protests. The incident is still under police investigation, but according to witnesses, the lady seen being throttled in this image was just asking for a refund.
But you know what, though? I like it because it shows light to what we don't know, right? Because we would assume, like you said, it's all tea and crumpets and y'all talk like Jeffrey. You get what I'm saying? So we don't really know that there's like mandem out there, like, yo, there's steppers. You get what I'm saying?
Man, who's on crud, man.
Bro, the other day, Top 5 came down there and they Drake's boy and they stabbed him. They stabbed his
That's what I'm saying, and that's that you Top 5's. No disrespect to him. Like one day, I would love to interview him on the podcast if I was to come to Canada. I would love to get him on to get his perspective. But that's the thing. Like, there's some people who's, you can't come to a place and say, the UK ain't gang, the UK ain't this or this.
Right.
But that's like me. That's like me coming to Toronto and say, yo, all these Toronto men is soft.
Right. Yeah. Right.
All these guys are moist, man. They can't do nothing. You get me? Then obviously, if they catch me lacking, that's me. Done.
That's the only part. That's the part of the show where I like to ask rapid questions. All right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to give you some rapid questions, and you ask them as you fit. All right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
so,
sir.
One Tottenham legend people don't talk about enough.
Tottenham legend people don't talk about enough. Wow. Oh my God. Do you know what? Do you know what? Like, everyone's got their own perspective. I'm not gonna go on the hood. I'm not gonna go on the hood perspective.
Okay. Yeah.
But there is multiple legends. There's people who's passed away.
Yeah.
There's people who's still here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Bully. He had rest his soul. He passed away a few years back. He had Bully's Kitchen on West Green Road. Yeah. He was a prominent person in the community. What's it called? Jamarcus. He had a sound system, and he had a nightclub up in services, what we highlighted on one of our previous our Tiverton video called Hill Rise. Yeah, right. Jamarcus. Also you got people who had a couple shops in Seven Sisters Market. What's it called? Groundings, a guy called Michael, and Nuba, Brooklyn Nuba. They're both originally from America, New York and Boston. They're from. Right. What's it called? Black Child Promotions. That's my brother Solomon. You know what I mean? What's it called? Who else? Who else? Oh yeah, Varro Paul Walcott. That's C86s. You know, he deals with the homeless community in our community. What's it? Franklin Boateng, King of Trainers. He's a teacher. Whereas he's the King of Trainers. He's the first guy who I know who always had the flyest kicks in the community. You know what I mean? But there's more people in the community who's, you know what I mean, who's doing their thing. You know, Judith Jacob. There's a few other people. Who else? There's a few other people. Like even there was one. Oh, how can I forget his name? He was on the movie Babylon. What I sent you.
Yeah, the movie sent Babylon.
He's wearing the glasses he was wearing the glasses in Babylon. He's from Tottenham as well. Hold on. I will find it. I will find it.
That was a good movie, by the way, though. I'm gonna watch that again
Yeah,
tonight.
but Brian Boville. Brian Boville.
But he's from Tottenham?
Fantastic to have you here with us tonight at the BFI. How excited are you for this screening, this event?
Well, I'm pretty excited because, you know, I'm a big fan of indie movies.
He's from Tottenham. Brian Boville, he's the one who had the glasses on, and he was cussing the guy about the speakers. We said, "Oh, don't broke the canai. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's Brian Boville. He's from Martins. You know, big up to his son Dempsey. They're both actors. You know what I mean? So, and Judith Jacob, she's an actress. She was on EastEnders, which is our legendary TV show, soap show, and she was on a black comedy show called The Real McCoy. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there's plenty legends in our community. Like, those are the ones, and you know what I mean. And what's it called? Classford Sterling, Broadwater Farm. Sorry, him. Yeah.
Yes. We gotta salute the players. Yes. Old school or new school UK hip hop? If you had to pick one.
Yeah, no, I say old school, man, because you can't get better than the old school from the, you know. Do you know what it is? I say my old school is listening to Rodney P. Yeah, Rodney P when he was in the group London Posse, and then going on to Morris Delta 7. They're from, you know, they're from London Posse from South London.
Yeah.
Morris Delta 7 is from the second city in the UK called Birmingham, or Americans, or what you lot might call it, Birmingham.
Yeah.
You know, Morris Delta was like the Wu-Tang of the UK. You know what I mean? They got a brilliant CD called Art of Survival.
Right.
Oh, phenomenal. Big up to Cypher Jules, big up to Malik, big up to Jawar. You know, they're my big brothers, man.
Speaking of MCs now, right? Because I'm not in the UK, but I want to ask your opinion. Who are the top 3 UK MCs of all time? Your top 3. If you got to choose 3.
Okay, when it comes to lyrical contents,
yeah,
when it comes to bars, when it comes to stuff like that, this is hard. Wow. You have to throw Skinny Man up there.
Skinny Man, okay.
Skinny Man,
yeah,
because he's a white brother with black soul.
Okay,
yeah.
Skinny Man,
He's
okay.
a white brother with black
Man.
soul. Skinny Man. This is so. Black Twang.
Black Twang.
Black Twang. Black Twang has gone in.
He gone in. Okay.
He's gone in, but yeah. Black Twang. Oh my God. I don't know who else I could put. Sorry to my UK family. This is wait. This is hard. You know what? I might have to make a quick phone call and ask someone to just
get it in. Let's do it.
I need give me this is that TV show when you have to dial a friend.
You gotta dial somebody up.
Scandus. Okay, quickly. I'm getting interviewed on the podcast here, right? right now, yeah, from a brother from Canada, yeah. The question is, no, hip hop music. Okay, the question is, yeah, because I big drop loads of times on it for the wrestling and whatever, yeah. The question is, yeah, right. What was the question again?
Yeah, who are the top 3 UK MCs of all time?
Who are the top 3 UK MCs of all time? Because I'm tongue tied, bro. I'm stuck, bro. I'm stuck, bro. Because you're more of a encyclopedia than me. Because I'm saying certain words, but
The thing is, bro, there's no definite answer. It's subjective. You know, it's,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Who would you think?
Who would, yeah.
Some of the sickest verses I've ever heard in my life.
Oh shit.
So it's just, you know, it could be anything, bro. Yeah, it could be anybody.
Okay, would you put Skinny Man up there?
Nah. Skinny Man barely dropped one album, man. There's people in this game that's done 15, 20 albums.
Ooh.
You know, and have been consistent and prolific.
Okay, give me your three quickly.
Pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Let me think, man. I would say at this moment in time,
Yeah.
I would say, what am I saying there, man? Fuck. Black Twang. Black Twang's my favorite artist.
Okay, Black Twang, yeah.
Black Twang, I would say Chester P, because everybody copies Chester P.
Yeah, Chester P.
It's like,
Chester
it's
P.
like a blueprint of a sound.
Yeah.
And are you covering modern artists or are we talking about old school rappers?
It don't matter. UK MCs.
It doesn't matter.
All right, well then you got to say the Godfather, man, Rodney P, bro. He's
Yeah.
been doing it since the 80s.
Yeah.
He's still a legend.
Yeah, Rodney
So
P.
yeah,
Rodney P.
yeah.
Yo, Scan.
Yeah, big up everybody on the podcast.
Yo, big up, mad respect, brother. Yes, sir.
Blessings. One love, Scans. Peace. Yeah, sorry, that was my brother Scan dude. He's a hip hop legend himself. He doesn't like to be called a legend. You know, he's a bit of a pioneer himself. Scan Dudes is a rapper, part of a group called Freshers with Dre Styles and Archer. You know, he's tapped in.
Yeah.
You know, he does a show called Pass the Torch for Taye, which is a year-to-year event for the legendary Brixton rapper called Taye, who passed away 5 years ago. And also he does his own hip-hop show at Chip Shop Brixton, a monthly show that he gets different hip-hop artists to come and perform and stuff like that. I forgot the name of it now, but you know, I'll send you all the information. But yeah, you heard it. You heard it. Chester P, Black Twang, and Rodney P.
Rodney P.
and I did say Rodney P and Chester P and Chester.
You did though.
Well.
Yeah,
I
you did
say
though.
Rodney and Chester P.
You did.
You get what I'm saying? But and then I did mention Black Twang. So they have it. That is for my brother Scan Dudes, who I do the Mega Powers.
The Mega Powers with, right? Yeah. Salute to him, man, for tuning in today too, man. I appreciate that call too. Man. Question for you: vinyl, USB, or laptop?
Come on, man. You can't beat a 7-inch and a 12-inch, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat a 7 because these new school cats here give them Techniques 1210s or 1200s and a mixer and a whole sound system with speakers and amps and equalizer and all these stuff like that, yeah, to set up by themselves. They wouldn't even know which wires go where or how to put a needle in the thing properly or how to hold the needle. Yep. They're shaky on the needle. You know what I'm saying?
You see, this shop, people, for me, like, it touches my soul and my heart because I grew up in the sound system, you know, generation from my uncle called Asher, you know, goes by either Toshak or Stephen Tomlin. Yeah, he had a sound system called Destiny Sound System. And I remember as a youth coming to this spot, you know, and it's a good thing that I grew up in the Rasta culture myself. And the sister here, Gigi herself, took us to the place. I ain't been here for years. I've walked past here in Notting Hill, but, you know, what do you remember about this store yourself?
I just remember it always being here. Like, yeah, it's always been here. My nan knew, like, they're friends of the family, you know. It's just a part of the history.
They don't know that feeling. They don't know the feeling of having a record bag a big record bag,
Yeah.
yeah, and walking down the high street just to go to a pirate radio station to do a show, or having 2 record bags and you're holding them like this and your
Yeah.
back is fucked, yeah, and
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
and going on radio. Come on, man.
Yeah.
This is MPK. Yeah, Northumberland Park, NPK. And this is the home of the rap group Sin Squad.
Sin Squad.
Yeah, Sin Squad. So they done a couple of videos. I'm gonna take you where they done videos, which they done videos just right there. So yeah, man. And
It's a big estate.
yeah, very. So these are all different little estates here. That is Kenneth Robbins, that tower block right here. And one of the main blocks, there's a main block there, and there's a main block like on Northumberland Park Road. But
they just know the easy life, like they probably just know maybe CDs, or the Gen Zs probably just know no laptop and a hard drive.
Oh, hard drive, USB, and that's it, man.
Don't get me wrong, I've got my hard drive, I've got my laptops now.
Yeah.
Okay, I've gone that way. But I remember from CD, from going to the store, even buying cassette tapes.
Yeah.
Buying an album on a cassette tape.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, people don't know that vibe no more.
Ah, nah.
Hey guys, right, what's going on? How's everyone doing? It's Magic J. Yeah, man, this day off in Jamaica. Yeah, was with the family, man, like Jace. You heard me, you know, just touching the road. Yeah, man, sunny. This is the neighborhood where my family grew up, around here. You know what I'm saying?
Album and cassette tape, and even I was watching a documentary and they was talking about how the cassette tape boom is coming back. A lot of people was going to shops and buying albums on cassette tapes and stuff like that. So like that is a lot of people don't know. The Gen Zs don't know about
They
that.
don't know about that. Nah. I don't even think they buy albums like that no more.
Yeah.
Like we have to actually buy the albums, you know what I'm saying? I got one last question for you. For those watching, right? You know,
Yes, sir.
you got young kids that aspire, that want to be DJs, that want to get into the podcasting space, right? What advice do you have for the next ones watching you? Like if I'm a young kid in London, I want to be like Magic J. I want to be on, you know, podcasts, and I want to be, you know, doing radio and stuff like that. What advice would you give to a young player?
Number one thing, don't be like me. Be like yourself.
Be like yourself. Yeah.
Don't copy. Be original.
Right.
And this is even what I say within music, because music now, everybody's copying each another. Everybody wants to sound like their favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I said it even on my mate Adventure Elliott's YouTube channel when we was in Brixton. You know, if I close my eyes, I don't know who the artist is, because they all sound the same.
They all sound the same, yeah.
So it's not like back in the days when like Wu-Tang Clan came out. When Wu-Tang came out, all 10 of them had their own individual sound.
Yes, yeah, and you could distinctly tell who's who. That's facts. Yeah.
There you go.
Facts.
It's just like when NWA came out. You could tell who Eazy-E is, because he had the squeaky voice.
Yeah.
You could tell who Dr. Dre is, because his voice was a bit more deeper. You could tell who MC Ren is, because he, you know, then you could tell Ice Cube, because Ice Cube was more lyrical based. You know what I'm saying? You could tell the differences. Gathering Ice Cube wrote all the lyrics, but you could tell who's who.
Right.
You know? You could tell who KRS-One is from MC Search. You could tell from MC Searches from Cool Mo D.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to even being a presenter, listen to people, listen to how they sound, but find your own identity, find who you are. You get me? And it's so easy, accessible to do stuff now that you could get up and do it. You get me? You don't need to wait for now. If you want to be a vlogger, I'm not telling you to buy a GoPro or any sort of action camera or DJI or whatnot. You know what I mean? You could start with what you pick up every day, every morning. You pick this up every morning.
Right.
You pick up your cell phone every morning, right?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And if you got a good memory, and nowadays these new iPhones or Samsungs, you know, the new ones, they don't start with 128 gigabyte no more. They start with 256 now.
Right.
But if you got 128 gigabyte, just know how to film, like
How to film.
film things in sections, yeah, and then you don't need a big editing suite, editing. Look, everyone's got CapCut, yeah.
CapCut, yeah, yeah.
Well, everyone's got TikTok, yeah.
Yeah.
TikTok owns CapCut, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I didn't know
They're
that.
both
Okay.
Chinese. You can sign in from your
Yo, that's right.
TikTok.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
You
yeah,
can
yeah,
sign in
yeah.
from your CapCut
CapCut. Yeah.
or
Yeah,
your
that's right.
TikTok,
Yeah,
and
that's
all it
right.
is just sending a link, and then the boom, just merges together.
Yeah, that's
So
right. Yeah.
my only thing with CapCut is you got 100 free things to use on there, like fonts, image, different types of effects and stuff
Right.
like that. And there's ones what is not for free. Yeah,
Right.
it's got like a little diamond in it,
Yeah.
but that you can once you logged in, you can save your favorite fonts, your favorite stuff that you want to use. If you got that thing, that location thing, and it pops up in the corner, you can
Right,
save
right.
that as your favorite, and then you can go back and change it anytime you want to use it, like the writing and stuff like that. Or if you want to buy the pro
Pay
version,
version, yeah. The
that's probably like $100.
Yeah,
You get what
for
I'm
the
saying?
year. That's
$100 for a
yeah,
year.
yeah,
You
yeah,
get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Which makes sense. You
yeah.
get me? So you could get something like that, and it's a free app. It's a free app to download. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So you could just start with your phone. You know what I mean? Get a nice little phone that's got a little kickstand on it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
You know, learn the settings. Go on Google, go on YouTube. I mean, and
Yes.
type in how do you film from your iPhone? How do you film
Right,
from your Android phone? Yeah,
right.
and then they will show you the right settings. And then if you're using your phone, make sure you use your phone, but do use it properly, and then
Yeah.
then later on get a tripod, get a
Right,
phone
right.
tripod for your phone what holds on, and then you
Yeah,
could
so you can move them around.
flip it to this way, to flip it that way.
Yeah,
And that's what people do. That's what all the YouTubers they will do with the phone. They'll film like this with the phone, and
yeah.
then when they talk to someone, they'll flip it like that because this front facing camera is better than this one.
Then that
You know what I
one.
mean? So
Oh,
any
okay.
yeah, so anything that you want to do,
Yeah.
boys and girls, or even people who's our age,
Even
who
that,
wants
right,
to start
right.
up,
Yeah.
just start, just do it. You know what I mean? Have the confidence of doing your own things from home, you
Hmm.
know, and stuff like that, and just stay focused on your dreams and aspirations, and just keep them just going. Just anything that you want. I look at it like this year. I wasn't great in school, right?
Right.
I was classed as dyslexic.
Mm.
But my stepdad said, not that you was dyslexic, that you was just unwilling to learn what they was teaching. But
Mm.
the thing about it now, I just look at life like this. Yeah. Once you learn something and you master it, it becomes easy. It's not
Easy.
hard.
Right. Yeah.
When your mind is telling you, oh, it's hard. Why is it hard?
Mm.
It's only hard because your
Because
mind
you
told
don't
you it's
say
hard. Because
exactly. Yeah.
it's just like the Ghetto Boys song. My mind playing tricks on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Get the
get what I'm
boys. Yeah.
saying?
My playing tricks on me. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So because your mind is playing tricks on you, that's what is processed in your head. It's like, oh, my mind's playing tricks on me. It's hard, it's hard, it's hard, it's hard. It's not
Mm.
hard at all until you master it, then it becomes easy.
That becomes
You know
easier.
what I mean?
Right.
So I
Right.
say anything that you want to do, just do it. Not everyone is a DDG who's a valedictorian in school.
Right. Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's people who's come from nothing and you got low grades. Okay, look at iShow Speed.
Yeah.
He is a prime example of someone who just wanted to do it. His mum never had faith in him. Yeah,
Right.
you saw,
That's true. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember his early videos, and I saw a little thing the other day. And I said, "Oh, I remember that." And he's telling
Mm.
his mum, "Mom, look, I got 500,000 subscribers." His mum's
Mm.
like, "I don't care," but
Mm.
now she cares.
Now she cares though.
You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
she was in his last when he done his 30-day tour around America. She was in the last part when they came to the last point when everyone was greeting him and stuff like
Mhm.
that. And his mom and dad was there. Only person who was supporting him was his dad.
His dad.
You get what I'm saying? But it happens. It happens.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he had faith. Okay, he flunked out of school. He had. I understand why she was certain way, but at the same time, support your children.
Support.
If
Yeah.
you know that your child has got a talent, yeah, support them. Or if you know that you used to have a talent in something, pass it down to your children.
The children,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? If you know how to play soccer, or you know how to play American football, or you know how to play hockey or baseball,
Yeah.
teach your child from early.
Yeah.
If you know how to do painting and decorating, yeah. If you know how
Yeah.
to do painting and decorating, or you know how to do any sort of carpentry, welding, mechanic for cars, teach them from early.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so if you want to do something to the entertainment industry, it's easy now than how it was back when I started.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like you got on your laptop, you can flip a DJ on your damn iPad.
Right, Pat. Right. Yeah. They
You get what I'm
got
saying? Just
programs and apps and
just
stuff like
go and
that.
do it. Just don't be scared. Just do it. Just go for it. And the one key thing is, what I always say is, stay focused on your dreams and aspirations.
Right.
Never give up, because it's never too late to do anything in life.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah. It's never too late. Never too late, man.
Never too late.
You know.
Never. You could be 85. I know 85-year-old YouTubers.
Yeah.
So what is your excuse?
Yeah, exactly. At that point, what's your excuse? You know? Ah, man, Magic J, very inspirational interview, man. You know what I mean? You said a lot of great things, eye-opener things, you know what I mean? I appreciate you coming on the platform, brother. You know what I'm saying? 100%. I appreciate your time.
No,
Man.
I like to thank you for contacting me,
Yeah.
and for acknowledging my work and what I've done with Tea and Crumpets, for you to know what I do. You know what I mean? And for you being an educated, African brother yourself. You know what I mean? We have to push out that you're African. We have to.
Yeah. Yes.
Because people will look at you and probably think that you're from the Caribbean.
Yeah,
You
they
know what I'm
do. Yeah, you're
saying?
right. I gotta push it out. You're right. Yeah.
So you have to find out you're an African brother. Gavin, you're with a Jamaican woman, but you know what I'm saying. So your kids have got best of both worlds, real Afro Caribbean. You get
Right.
me?
Yeah.
So we have to push out that. Thank you for bringing me on your platform, for showing me who you are as well, and hopefully God willing, one of these days, me and Tea and Crumpets could come over and we could do something with you. You know what I'm saying? In your neighborhood, and you could show us how it is for you growing up in your ghetto, your hood, your community. You know what I mean? But thank you again for bringing me on your platform and giving me that space, to do things, to say what I have to say, basically.
Yes, sir. Now, I appreciate you, Magic J, man. And we'll definitely maybe, you know what I'm saying, like, either I come to London sometime, or hopefully y'all come to Toronto one time. We'll definitely make it happen, bro.
No doubt. When you're ready to come to the UK, I can show you around, the city, show you the ghetto, show you how Tottenham is, the blocks of the borough, the differences between what show you. Everyone loves Brixton. Brixton's like the hub for Caribbean. Show you Brixton, Peckham, you know what I mean? Show you the city of London, introduce you, even if there's like an independent wrestling show on around the time, bring you to one of the independent shows so you can get the atmosphere of being in the indies, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And just showing you how the city is, and and jumping on a vlog with me over here. You get what I'm saying?
I'll be all right, man. I'm trying to make it work for 2026, man. Something I'm working on. That's one of my goals for next year to come out there. So let's say I'm trying to make it happen now.
No, God willing, man. It's all about manifestation, right?
Exactly.